Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 25th, 2022 at 8:10 a.m. in the morning. I don't recall having any sleep last night. I don't think I had any sleep last night, and if I did, it was very little sleep. So my neck was hurting again last night. And my neck was hurting again last night. And so I tried to sleep on the opposite side of the bed, and on the foot end of the bed with no pillows, thinking that, the pain in my neck, the back of my neck, it went away a lot, but I still have a little bit pain in the back of my neck. And it's like, how did I get pain in the back of my neck the previous night when I would sleep the same just about every night, or lay down the same just about every night? But so now I'm feeling the sleep deprived feeling and can't get any sleep. I don't know if I might get to fall asleep after this video, but I'm actually feeling so weak. I'm feeling, I guess, like, I don't know how to explain it, but my body doesn't feel right. I'm feeling, like so sleep deprived. So I ended up being I ended up having the fortune of getting to sleep more nights living here than suffering a sleep deprivation, thankfully. But I'm still, after I ended up, being forced to quit and being ran off the job, I've been having more instances of sleep deprivation, but it's not as severe as it was before. So forgive me for being slowed, like for talking slow or pausing often. So yesterday for dinner, I caught myself trying to put some mashed potato flakes inside some beef bone broth, and then added some Havarti cheese and put it in the microwave. And I guess I didn't add enough. I must have had too much of the bone broth and not enough mashed potatoes. And the cheese, I think that was my first time having that cheese microwave, and the cheese was chewy. And so I kind of slammed my tooth once. But me trying to do the treatment with the bentonite clay and coconut oil, I guess I won't be able to do it today being sleep deprived, because I don't want to choke on the cotton balls. But last night I also had some edamame, I think that's how you pronounce it, the soybean edamame hummus off to itself, and I had some mango smoothie juice. and I had some peanut butter right off the spoon. You know, I was still hungry, so then I had some peanut butter, which finally, you know, helped me to not be hungry anymore. But I didn't get to have any meat yesterday. And at the moment I can't eat meat because of looks like I can't eat hard cheese either, unless it's American cheese. But American cheese is my favorite cheese, but it's processed. So, I mean, I love the flavor of American cheese, and I like that it melts so easily, but I hate that it's processed. But excuse me. So I've been suffering like depression. I've been feeling depressed. And it's supposed to be rainy all day today. And this morning I woke up with somebody who calls himself DJ Polly from an ad I put on Craigslist looking for a job. And I don't know if he was a scammer or a human trafficker. So I cut him off because he made it like as if he was trying to pretend to make a fake job offer for me to be an executive administrative assistant. And I'm like, how can I have such a position with little to no experience? And so he tried to make it like, are you willing to undergo a background check and stuff like that or whatever? So this morning he texted me and said, ain't you want to work? And I'm like, how can you offer a position of administrative assistant, but then call yourself DJ Polly and then and then type like you're illiterate? Ain't you want to work? So I had to let that person go. You know, I blocked his email because I don't know if he was a potential scammer or a human trafficker or, you know, a pimp or you know, or anything like that. So it's like hard to find somebody that's legit on Craigslist. Anybody who wants to freaking respond to me always end up being scammers, but the legit people end up ignoring me for the legit job opportunities or room for rent or whatever. So it seems like everybody on Craigslist, whoever gives me a chance, always turn out to be a scammer or somebody who try to ruin your life. And I never get any responses really on Indeed. Most of the time. I'm not going to say never, but I'll say most of the time. But I'm exhausted with job hunting and getting nowhere. So, I realized that people on the internet and social media are weird. Like, another person yesterday on Twitter was supposed to be Christian and targeted. And that bothered me all night last night. That I was kind of not even really on Twitter a whole lot yesterday like I usually would, because I was mainly on YouTube yesterday. And so I don't know if she got offended by the blog post about me about smoking, if she saw that or what, but all I know is she agreed with one of my tweets and made a comment to agree with one of my tweets and liked one of my tweets. And then next thing you know, unfollowed me. And it's like, that's the second person within less than 24 hours, I think. Or was it within a couple of days? But so far, four people this year, and that's supposed to be targeted individuals, have either unfollowed or blocked me. You know, and 3 people did it basically for no reason. And one person, you know, took what I said out of context and said, oh, I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore. So, but I felt bad that I found out recently that somebody who's supposedly a targeted individual mentioned about going to tarot card readers, for setting up an appointment or whatever with the tarot card reader. And it's like I had to block that person. I felt bad to have to do it, but you know, I don't even participate in the occult or New Age or anything like that. I try to stick with Jesus Christ, but it's like the main people turning against me are people who say that they are a lover of the Lord. But so I know the online perps will freak out and talk about, oh, Candy's such a hypocrite, whatever, you know, but I'm trying to protect myself spiritually from any occultists or New Agers or people who practice witchcraft or whatever. And it's a lot of, as I said before, it's a lot of them on here, you know, like Crystal Newman. I did not know, I didn't see that tarot card reading video that she did. So, I didn't even know at the time that she was a witch. So, and I've seen some TIs turn perps who profess to be Christian and practice witchcraft as well. Or they got some people who not targeted individuals and they say that they're Christian, but they dabble into witchcraft or the occult and stuff. So, I don't know. So many people gravitating towards witchcraft and New Age. And, but it's like yesterday I was feeling sad and depressed and lonesome, you know, lonesome and lonely or whatever. And it was mentally agonizing for me and kind of like the worst feeling. But I feel like if I were to say that, you know, people are unfollowing and blocking me in droves, you know, that's what it seems like on social media. It's like so many people to not like you, or they unfollow you with for sometimes for no reason, or they unfollow or block you without cause, and you haven't done, or you never did, or said. They're following you and you following them, and you wonder, what could I have said that was offensive? But they got the secret smear campaign swirling around the so-called targeted individual community. And people say that the program is designed to keep us all isolated. But they got, I call it cults, but some people might say cliques in the so-called TI community. And, I don't fit in anywhere. And so, I don't want to, deal with evil or evil people. But it's like, I don't know. But, it's like, I know I'm emotionally sensitive and get my feelings hurt. My feelings get hurt easily. And it's like, with a person with a narcissistic personality, they use that as a weapon to stomp on and hurt you even more. But it's like, many people who profess to be Christian and targeted are the first and the main ones to separate themselves from me and avoid me. And it's like so discouraging. And religious narcs love to brag about how God, how they watch God make their enemies suffer, and then they brag and laugh about it. But then at the same time, they say that they don't take any pleasure in their enemies suffering, but they say that they've watched God make their enemies suffer in front of their face, and then they brag and laugh about it. But if you get frustrated to the point where you feel like you wish a perp would die, then, oh, you're so evil. If a perp is torturing you that bad, that you feel like you wish that they would die and go to hell, or if you say that they need to go fry in hell, then they'll talk about you're evil. But then, they say that they don't take pleasure in their enemies suffering, but then they brag and laugh about their enemies suffering. But me, it's like, people who have hurt me throughout the years, it's like they never suffered for hurting me. I've never seen anybody suffer for hurting me or doing me dirty. It's like, when people hurt me, they get more prosperous. But I don't get away with nothing. I don't try to go around doing people dirty or anything like that, but I don't get away with nothing. Even if I retaliated against a perp, even just, I don't physically retaliate, but if I were to cuss a perp out, I don't get away with that. I get my quote unquote instant reaping what I sow if I retaliate against a perp doing me something first, but then nothing happens to them. And it's like, I'm just suffering endlessly And religious narcs love to brag about why God is not blessing Candy. That's why God is not blessing you. Oh, I must be the worst, most horrible Christian ever. But, as I said, I never seen my enemies suffer. It seems like when they torture and abuse and torment me, it's like they get more rewards in life. Like they get elevated. And and it's always me to deserve for bad things to happen to me. Well, I don't even go around, doing people dirty. So, it's like I get told that I deserve quote unquote karma for speaking out against people doing dirty towards me and naming names. And then narcissistic abusers try to say, you cannot do that. But it's okay for you to lie on me. Make up lies. So I don't know. It's like, as I say all the time, it's the worst nightmare to wake up to is other professed targeted individuals who hate me like the rest of the world, and they say that they're Christian. They all give me the side eye and say, you're the problem. That I'm the problem. And it's like the perps torment me even more when I have an issue or an altercation with another target. But a lot of other targeted individuals, they're not emotionally sensitive like I am. Or so I'm really scared. It's like people handpick who to love and care about and who to be helpful towards. And when it comes to me, I deserve to be punished with no help. And I can't comprehend how cold and cruel this world is. That people want to just force me to suffer. Make me suffer. Not let me, but make me suffer. And then say God is causing you to suffer when it's actually them. It's actually them who call the shots to make me suffer and then blame it on God. So, I guess it's pointless for me to even continue to ask for help because I'm continuously being ignored. And, people have told me to my face that when I die, that nobody's going to care and that I deserve to die. And that I deserve to suffer. And make it like as if God appointed me to suffer. And be punished in on earth and in hell. It's so scary in this world nowadays. How sadistic and cruel professed Christians are. Or people who say that they love the Lord. And, you know, I had difficulty expressing my emotions. But, you know, I'm feeling weary and exhausted with crying out for help. And I see people willfully and lovingly helping and supporting other people. When it comes to me, you think you have that authority to determine that Candy Grandpre is not human. That I'm not human. And that I'm just crazy. So professed Christians they're not even merciful or forgiving. I mean, they're not forgiving or merciful nowadays. And they'll try to make it like as if God is done with me, and try to act like they want to try to manipulate me or try to brainwash me to lose hope and faith in my beliefs and everything. So I don't want it to start a new video, but thanks for listening to me rant. And I mean, I'll say it again. Even though I'm tired, I need all the help I can get. My PayPal and Cash App are in the description box to keep me off the cold and off the streets. Bye. Love y'all.